Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Brave prison officers are under attack. If the government doesn't act now, I'm warning once again that an officer will be killed on the Justice Secretary's watch. After the Southpot killer Axel Rudakubana allegedly attacked an officer with boiling water, he is now binging on treats like Maltesers and Pringles. When will the Justice Secretary strip Rudakubana and monsters like him of these privileges and put them in solitary confinement? And when will she finally have the backs of all our brave prison officers by giving each and every one of them the protection that they need in the form of high-collar, stab-proof vests, not just a privileged few in the most limited circumstances?
Mr. Speaker, let me just give the Shadow Minister a much-needed education here, because he appears not to know that under the Tory government, violence on staff in our prisons soared and experienced officers left in droves because of it. That is the inheritance that I have received, and that is a mess that this government is clearing up. He will know I have already acted on suspending the use of self-cook facilities. I've got Jonathan Hall looking into the HMP Franklin attack. I've made the announcement on body armour, and I won't hesitate to take any further action. But unlike him, I won't make, and I quote, headline-grabbing measures just for the sake of a headline.
Can I just say to both of you, the backbenchers also have to get in. If you're going to come in on top, it's going to be short and punchy. Please, let's stick to the script that we're meant to stick to. If you want questions longer, come in earlier. I could have picked up where these questions could have been brought in. Robert Jenrick.
Mr. Speaker, last month, 9 countries wrote to the Council of Europe calling for urgent reform of the ECHR to tackle the migration crisis. The UK was conspicuously absent. Instead, the Attorney General has likened critics of the ECHR to the Nazis. The Justice Secretary is reported in the press to find Lord Hermer very frustrating and personally unbearable. Well, Mr. Speaker, I think we might have just found an area of cross-party consensus. Why didn't the Justice Secretary sign the letter? Is the government irrelevant, or is she and the Prime Minister defending a broken system?
Again, if he ever paid any attention to details, you'd know that was a letter that was done by EU member states, and we are no longer a member of the European Union. But let me assure him that I am absolutely committed to considering our wider picture of human rights law, and I won't hesitate to take action where I need to.
Just Babrinda, Liberal Democrat spokesperson.
Mr. Speaker, does the Secretary of State agree with the Chair of the Prison Governors Association that the Conservative proposal to arm prison officers with lethal weapons is just headline-grabbing nonsense? And does she agree that on top of providing body armour, the serious means to protect prison officers is by ensuring they get the years-long training they deserve, not the weeks-long crash course that the last government left them with?
I agree with the honourable gentleman, and I will simply say again, for people that pay attention to the detail, there are already mutual aid agreements in place between prisons and local police forces to ensure that if an armed response is required, it is available.
Mark Ferguson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sure members on